Hello, and welcome to another update video about LINK. LINK moves in this diagonal pattern still, and we have no evidence that it has topped. I mean, the third wave likely has topped, but not that the entire pattern has topped. The move down currently looks very corrective. Remember that a week ago or so, or 2 weeks ago, I did explain to you that I assume that the price will spend a bit of time in this corrective pattern. Seems to be going that way. I also don't think necessarily that we are going to see a lot of action on the holiday weekend, at least holiday weekend in the US. So there is likely not going to be too much action. The price is consolidating between support, which is here the area or the box between $12.87 and $9.75, and resistance up there, which is B wave resistance, which ranges between $15.73 and $18.30. So it's respecting those levels at the moment, just moving sideways. It can form really anything here. Point is, Elliott wave tells us it's likely a corrective pattern. So maybe don't attempt to trade the single subwaves because you will get caught in the chop. That's just what happens, especially in the fourth wave. You know, fourth waves are corrective waves, and typically there's only one more push to the upside after these before we get a deeper pullback, before the rally then can continue. What we are looking for here on this LINK chart is a 5-wave move to the upside. Yeah, this is what we want to see, and then followed by an ABC pullback. But we haven't even got wave 4 complete, and wave 5 hasn't even started yet. As long as the $9.50 level is holding, which is the breakout point here from October, yeah, and previous resistance levels. So $9.50 is the key level. As long as that's holding, I remain focused on an overall bullish scenario. And the wave 4, however, can still do all sorts of things. You know, we can get within this corrective pattern fake outs. We can get changing wave counts. Just prepare for that. At the moment, my wave count is that this was an ABC pattern in wave A. We might be dealing now with an ABC pattern in wave B, and would then come down in a 5-wave move in wave C of 4. And the Fibonacci support areas that are relevant are between, well, are $12.88, $11.04, and $9.75. And just below that, we have structural support at $9.50. As soon as wave 4 is complete, this wave 5 to the upside ideally starts. If we take a look at how long the wave 2 was, then you see it took several weeks to complete. We are basically here. Okay, so if you say, I mean, I'm just saying, I did mention that more and more recently. It's because oftentimes we see in crypto that a wave 2 and a wave 4 have a similar length. What we could also do is to explore if a price channel is forming here, some kind of a price channel, and maybe this is what it's going to do. So I'm adding this price channel just as an additional data point, just something to watch. It sometimes is the case in these diagonal patterns, and it's not an impulse, but it's sometimes the case in these diagonal patterns that the lower boundary line of such a trend channel is touched in a wave 4. When you know, because we can get a parallel, we can get a trend line defined by connecting the tops of waves 1 and 3, and then we take that trend line, take a parallel one, or copy it, paste it, and then we add it to the low of the wave 2, basically. Yeah. And it would have, yeah, I mean, the low, we can debate, is it here or is it here? Probably then here. And that gives us also a nice touch point here. And then, yeah, it seems likely that we at least would get to maybe $11, but that's also my personal preference. I mean, I would like to see this more extended, pronounced and healthy wave 4 before completing it. However, a break above $18.30, that's the top of the resistance range for the B wave, would indicate that the wave 5 is already unfolding. And yeah, I mean, ideally the wave 5 reaches above $18.30, right? Because technically the B wave could go all the way up to $18.30, but it doesn't need to. So what all the wave 5 really needs to do is to form 3 waves, because we're dealing with a diagonal, and break above the third wave high, and that is at $16.63. That's my update about LINK. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.